Welcome everybody to another edition of Speedway Stories. It's your boy Wally and Johnny Bongs here.
Good
I hope
evening.
everybody's having a good Monday night and everything else. What's up, Jamie? Thanks for being in the chatter's box tonight. I got a returning guest tonight on the show that he was
Mm.
on here before. Wes Devary. I'm going to bring him up. Computer. What's up, Wes? Welcome back, man. Thanks for coming back up on the show.
Hey, no problem, buddy. Anytime for you. I enjoy
I,
it.
man, our last time you were up on here, dude, we had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
So tonight we're going to talk with Wes and everything else. What's up, Daniel? Thank you for tuning in. About this upcoming race season and some of his goals and stuff going on for 2026. I'm going to turn the floor over to Wes. It is yours, sir. Go right ahead.
Well, like I said, thanks again for having me up here. 2026 is going to be an interesting year. Um, we're getting, well, this weekend we'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana with full throttle monster trucks at the Coliseum for a 2-day event. Um, so, starting a little earlier this year for 4 of us guys. It's kind of a last minute ordeal that we're trying to promote the new Buckeye Challenge for full throttle monster trucks. Now, that being said, I guess it's about as good a time as any to let you guys know that um, I will be helping out. I will be helping tech the trucks. Um, Me and JR have been in cahoots about this. I'm actually stepping up and promoting a show this year. Um, Possibly more next year. We're going to see how this goes. But as far as the Buckeye Challenge goes, this is something that we're not trying to take away from anybody else's. Like Tyler's Point series is strictly monster truck shows, with the addition of my one rough truck coming up um, in Claremont County. Um, but there will be a lot more information coming out in the coming weeks. I know me and JR will be talking this weekend about more of the challenge stuff, more dates, drops, because we've added a few more races. We will have a full schedule up. Um, so I mean, this is just another way for us as modified trucks. I mean, stock trucks are allowed to come, but know what you're getting into, I guess, is about the simplest
Exactly.
way I can put it.
Yep.
Um, just keep in mind that anybody can show up, but we are gonna be limited to how many trucks we can have for the show. So we'll probably run qualifying before the show, and however many trucks we decide that our max is gonna be is the amount of trucks that are gonna come to the show. If you don't make the cut,
So pretty much do kind of like a jamboree bracket style. Basically, say
yeah,
you
it's
get 16
No,
trucks to show up. 16 trucks to shows up to one of your shows. Depending on the track size, everything else, you may take 8. You could maybe take 4 or 5. It just depends on the way you guys
so
have set up. Is that how that's going to work, or?
yeah. I mean, we're looking for every race. We're looking for between 8 to 10 trucks is what we really want. Now, not saying that we won't take more. It kind of depends on, like you said, the track, what's going on. Um, but like I said, we're just trying to give the rough truck community more events to come to and make some money
Oh yeah,
to
dude, I like the
race
idea. You can double
because
dip. Fair races plus you got the fair race, and now also
Hmm.
during the week, you guys besides the monster truck show, you can be part of it. Get out on a. I look at it as a bigger platform when you're doing these monster truck shows because
Oh
it's
hell yeah.
countrywide in a way. If you think about it.
So yeah, I mean, I've been running with him for 2 years now. Right about 2 years. This is coming in my third year. I did some. I travel with him, and that's the big thing. You know, like I got two races right here. I'm going to talk about real quick.
Go
They're
ahead.
out of state, but they're going to be part of the Buckeye Challenge. These are points races. We're going to be at Florence Speedway on June 6th. This is $1,000 to win.
Not bad.
So I don't know of very many races that are paying 1,000 to win.
There's not really. You think about it, man. Look at what all you guys at most of these fairs run for. That's kind of almost double and triple some of the fairs that you guys win to win for when the classes are even split up or combined. That's still
Yeah.
almost triple the money. Plus, with
So
you where you're gonna be at, that opens the door too for those guys out west
Oh
to
hell
come and
yeah.
play, big time.
so with that race, we're looking at a $2,500 purse. So there's an extra 1,500 there to pay out the rest of the guys. Like I
Right.
said, we're guaranteeing 8 spots a race right now. Not saying that won't go up. We're guaranteeing people in 8 spots are getting paid every race.
Nice.
This is
Very good.
not like of the previous years. Are there a few invite only races? Yes, where we're paid to show up. But no, we're racing for money now, boys. This is an
Yeah.
actual race. This ain't paid to show up. You know,
It's
I,
giving people the incentive to come to these
yeah,
monster truck shows to
Yeah.
race, doing this point series and the payouts. And
yeah.
and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys bring to the table for everybody, because from what I'm seeing, not only for us here in Ohio, but like the PA boys, the guys I've become friends with through social media out west in Missouri and everything else, they're looking forward to kind of the where everybody can meet in the middle. You know what I mean? And you
Sure.
can at these races,
So
you guys can find out who's the best of the best without going to a jamboree.
so like Florence per se. I was talking to Jr. just a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you better win the
Um,
lottery and then some on that one, Corey.
Hmm.
I was talking
Oh,
to Jr.
pretty cool.
earlier,
Oh,
and
huh?
he's like, "You guys come down to Florence. You put on a show like you normally do. Look out, because this guy will potentially, we show him that we're interested and we're willing to come down and race."
Hell
He
yeah.
said this could be the new Super Bowl.
You
I
never
mean,
know.
and this is what it takes. It takes getting out there. I went to Jr. about the promotion side of it. I only got one fair this year, but I wanted to stay small first. I didn't want to jump in with the big dogs when I've never done it before.
Right? Yeah, it's something all new on that aspect of that side, man. What's up,
Yeah,
Zemphius?
It's good to see
I
you.
I, I just I've been putting in the footwork for this too. Jr. has put a lot more in. I mean, the Buckeye Challenge was his idea. Don't get me wrong, but I went through. I made the rules, or not made them. I tweaked them from what I got from him. The, because most of these trucks were built for the Jamboree,
Right.
and that's where he kind of based a lot of his rules off of. But there's certain trucks out there that ain't built for Jamboree, so I had to go in and tweak it to make our trucks work, make these other guys' trucks work. Um, Another race that I want to talk about is LaPorte County Fair in Indiana, 7/18/26, 7 p.m. race. It's another $1,000 to win race, another $2,500 purse. Uh, and that's just two of them. I mean, most of the Buckeye Challengers races in Ohio are going to be 500 to win right now. I mean, that could change. Just be
Right.
looking out. Like, there's, I can tell you because I was up at the, uh, what do they call it? The fair convention where they book all their entertainment.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to all these fairs. I was right there with JR the whole time, to be honest with you. And the way they talk about him, he's he's one of the best guys. I mean, um, and this comes from fair boards, and they are interested in these tough trucks because of what we bring to the table for their rough truck night. We're not trying to take that from them. This is sideshow entertainment for the monster trucks. So let the big dogs cool down, while also giving us another place to race with a little bit more money than what the local fairs pay. You know,
Right.
give the guys a chance to really. You know, most of these races are head to head. I mean, there ain't no timers. This
Yeah,
is
it's strictly like the jamboree style deal. It's you find out who the best truck is when it's all said and done. It's the best
yeah.
Yeah.
I
driver out of
mean,
the whole ordeal.
we're not coming looking at times now. I mean, we might for qualifying. Don't get me wrong, that's
Right.
qualifying.
Conceding, yeah,
But
that's given.
but when it comes down to showtime, you know, we're going out there, and this is we want competitive racing. We're not. You're not going to see a rough track. I mean, you're going to see, you know, a driver track or a speed track. We're not building stuff to break the trucks, and
Right.
that's where JR's bringing me in to help with the track builds, so he knows what to do and what not to do, because he's a monster truck guy. I mean, let's face it, he's building stuff for monster trucks.
Yeah.
He don't know what we want. He don't know what we see. You know, that's where that's why he's kind of me and him's been really talking here lately. Um, another big thing is to keep in mind. You know, when I say we're going to be limited to these trucks, it's because we're on a time crunch. You know, we're on an hour and a half to 2 hour show tops. We gotta keep that in mind. So not everybody can show up and race for the sideshow.
Right.
But with that being said, we are working on some events where it's going to be Buckeye Challenge only. That's going to be in the following year, um, 2027, if this takes off. So I want the drivers to give it a chance. That's all I'm asking. Give it a chance. You show up to one, you don't like it. Hey, cool. But if you do like it, you like the money, let's go. You know, um, another big thing is in 2027, we're going to have, believe JR, 2 to 3 indoor races. And the guys that are in the Buckeye Challenge are getting the first dibs on that. If
That'd
you
be
show
sweet.
up, if you're showing up to Florence June 6th, you automatically take priority over guys that show up for the next race. So we're giving you a little benefit for
Kind
showing
of
up.
a kind of basically you show up, it's first come, first serve. If you show up to the race, the next race, if you got random people show up, you can jump the line and everything. So
From what he's told me and just the little bit we talked this week, yes. Um, but like I said, that's really that about the Buckeye Challenge. I just want to let everybody know now that I am helping out, but I'm still racing. I'm not going to be the one calling. Also, I can't be on the track and race at the same time. So I'm not calling the races or anything. I'm just making sure the trucks are safe and trying to make sure we have a good track to race. That's what I'm doing with that.
well, and that's the thing. The fair boards. I mean, I've had you on here. I've had Tyler and everybody else and Brad. A lot of these fairs, they don't. They're just there. I get it. It's an entertainment thing, They want to see shit break, everything else. But you guys with these mod trucks has got money in these things. You can't be fixing them every fucking week you go out and touch a race because the track's so goddamn rough. You either got to baby foot your guys' trucks or take that chance and hope you don't break something, racing hard. But the way you're talking with this platform, this is going to give the guys again that jamboree feel, but it's during fair week and these monster truck shows that you're there to, like I said, besides the side entertainment, why the monster trucks are cool, you got a shot at putting some more money in your pockets on the side there, plus race for something at the end of the year too, as part of the monster truck show, let alone like Tyler's Ohio series for the fair local fair stuff. The guys could double dip, and hell, we could have it at the end of the year, a double champion, fair
Yeah,
champion and a monster truck champion. I mean, that'd be fucking cool.
very right.
I don't
Also,
know
we're
Corey where he went.
what I mean. Um, so right now, I think we're talking about 1,000 for the points champion, 1,000 extra dollars. But there's no entry fee to this, guys. You show up, you race, you pay no money
So
other
basically, the
than
only
your
thing you're gonna
fuel.
have, well, basically, the only other thing you gotta pay is your gated to get into the fair, and that's it. That's all you're paying out of
Well,
your pocket.
and that's another nice thing with full throttle. A lot of times in previous years, we haven't had to pay
Well, that
gates.
works out.
So I mean, you literally show up in your race. There ain't no paying. I mean, you want food or something, yeah, you pay for that. But
Right.
you get to
I
watch
know.
a monster truck show and get to race for fuel.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's better
a
than
little
any of
extra.
our fairs.
Yeah, yeah. You're basically getting enough chump change to cover, if you're lucky, the fuel costs to drive to the fucking fairs.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, that's another thing to keep in mind. I mean, like I said, we build it, it's there. I'm not gonna beg anybody to come.
Just throw it out there. It's like this is kind of like the Field of Dream movie, man. You build it, they will come or they won't come. I mean,
Yep.
the opportunity's there. I'm looking forward to seeing it because I know you and me have been talking back, behind the scenes and shit. I like the idea in a way that it's done because it gives everybody. You can go race your local rough truck and then say the night before, a couple nights later, you got the monster truck show. You got 8 guys, maybe 10 guys can race again 2 nights later and put more money in your pocket than what you ran the previous night for running and stuff. You get to double dip racing and keep yourself busy instead of
Yeah.
worrying about the next race or whatever.
Right, and I mean, that's one of the big points here. Is like I said, we're not building these tracks like the fairs because we don't want carnage. We don't want wrecks. We want to keep the show moving. Because when we got to get equipment out there and pull the trucks over and drag them off the track, takes time. That cuts into the show. We don't want that. Like I said, it's an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we're there for the kids mainly. This is a kid show.
Tyler, from what me and Wes has talked, and I've heard through Wes, it's pretty much going to be. I think it's basically a free for all on it, other than qualifying, right? If with these races, if you show up, because Tyler was asking about that. So
Yeah, so it anybody can show up, but like I said, we're gonna have a certain number. Oops, sorry guys. A certain number of trucks per race, depending on, like I said, depending on track, depending on how many monster trucks are there, it could vary. I mean, we could have a night where it's 8 trucks, or we could have a night where it's 14, 16. Um, like I said, we'll get the final details throughout the month. I know, like up in Fort Wayne, me and JR are gonna sit down and have a recorded session that we're gonna post to the page. I'm sure he'll touch on a lot of this on Thursday as well. Um, but yeah, qualifying is going to be. I'm not sure if he's going to time it or if it's going to be a head-to-head style. Um, but we're talking about doing that during the pit party, before the race, something somewhere in there. Like I said, we're still working on the little details of that right
I
now because
I would
we
honestly, I'd do the for the qualifying. I would do the time that way. You can have your number 1 through 8 seed where it goes, and then after that, straight in, heads up. Whoever
right,
crosses the finish line first, be done deal. Because that'll settle. That'll usually settle everything. Because trying
Oh,
to
for
do
sure.
seed everybody, if you want to do qualifying and you just do first to the finish line, you really can't do a seeding bracket wise if you want to go that route.
right. And like I said, we're still working out the fine details on this. He's been crazy getting ready for Fort Wayne because this is a big event. And we got the tractor pulls, we got the
Yeah.
monsters, and the rough trucks. So there's a lot good that he's doing with on that end. And then I'm actually got to go up Friday night, um, help a couple of the monster trucks out and help with the track. So, like I said, we got a lot going on. We're gonna really sit down and hash out the details.
I think it's
Um,
cool as hell what they're doing, having the NTPA come in with 5 classes and of 2 days of that and 2 days of monster trucks, man. That's one hell of a horsepower indoor show that they're gonna have over there. I keep sharing it on Facebook and stuff. I wish I could make
yeah.
the trip, but things happen.
They do.
So I mean, I believe next year, 2027, we're looking at doing. I'm not quite sure if we're bringing tractors in, what we're doing yet, but there will definitely be a full throttle indoor show in Ohio. Um, so there's that. I'm sure we'll be back at Fort Wayne. I think there's an indoor venue in Kentucky as well. Um, so he tries to do stuff earlier on, which helps all of us out because now we got a place to test before the fair races where we really
Yeah.
want to shine. Um,
Yep.
and it's not we're like I said, it should be relatively easy on the truck, other than well, your loud your loud pedal. How hard do you want to be on the gas pedal?
Right.
Very
But
true.
yeah, um, but yeah, it's pretty much whoever shows up, then we're gonna qualify you, and whatever that set number is for that race is gonna be what happens.
It's gonna
Now,
be pretty badass.
Yeah.
another thing I want to touch on real quick is that yes, we're planning on most of it being head-to-head races, but depending on track conditions, like Knox County last year,
Your mud fest you guys had?
yeah, that we're probably gonna go back to times on that. Just keep everybody safe, keep the truck safe. We don't want anybody wrecking into anybody like that.
And that's
So,
the thing. Yeah.
um, there,
And so
so
and the summer races during fairs, hell, the weather's unpredictable. Hell, it could
right,
be fine one day and then the day of the race, fucking rain moves in like it did at Knox last year, and you guys are
right,
in a fucking mud bath.
yeah. So I mean, there's gonna be a little play there. Um, so I mean, don't hold it to just head-to-head racing. There could be some timed
Yeah.
events thrown in there depending on track size and stuff like that. Because a lot of times we could have this beautiful track planned out in our heads when we get there and we don't have the dirt or we don't have the size to do what we want to do. And
Right.
ultimately, we got to build the monster truck track and then build our track around the monster truck obstacles. So there's a little give and take there.
Uh,
But yeah, man. I mean, that's really in a nutshell that side of it. Got any questions? Anybody have any questions? Feel free to reach out. I will do what I can to get the answers. Like I said, right now we're still hashing out some details. So
So my thing I want to bring up, like he said earlier, with this, it's kind of they want to base it just strictly the modified trucks, but you guys with the stock trucks, I know there's plenty of guys out there that's got some shit that can hang depending on the tracks and stuff with these
Yeah.
guys. It's open to anybody, but like he said, it could be limited to anywhere from 6 to 8 to even up to 14, just depending on time restraint. My thing is when this is probably a question everybody's asked, and I'm gonna bring it up here. So, is there on this ordeal, just for comfortability for everybody, the way things need to work out? Is it gonna be a guaranteed every time what the guaranteed for first place is gonna be at every race for this point series,
So
or is it
right
gonna
now,
fluctuate depending on?
right now, I know we have 3 races in the point series that are 1,000 to win. The other one being Claremont County, which is going to be my first race. Um, the other ones are going to be 500, and they're paying back 8 places. I'm not 100% sure what Florence and Laporte are paying back to. I know it's $2,500 purse for each of those. My race, because I'm running 2 classes up there, um, it's going to be a 1,000 to win modified, 500 to win stock, and we're paying back 3 places as of now, unless I get the fair board to throw in some more money. But I went 3 places just for the simple fact is the winnings are for first place, second place are a lot more than what we're used to seeing, and
Right.
like I said, it's
And
kind of hard for me to how I want to put this go in and I don't want to be like everybody else and pay back 20 places and you're walking away with 300 for first place and everybody else is getting pretty much
right.
shafted.
Well, my thing is, Wes, I've been around the rough truck game a long time. You know this. Not only as a competitor, but as a fan and spectator, and turning wrenches with you guys and everything. The $500 to win kind of deal. So, this is just me as myself. I think it's a good idea, but some of the people out there will probably still. It's a couple $100 more than what you would get at a local fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially, but the perks to this ordeal is like you were saying. Majority of these shows are going to be free entry to this. All you got to do is get your ass there and buy your food or whatever else. That kind of is kind of a nice thing, but I'm just like trying to look outside of other people, giving their opinion
So
in a way. It's
on the actual Buckeye Challenge, I really didn't have any input on pay scale. So it's
right, but
kind of hard.
I'm just saying from a fan and a racer's aspect, and I know a lot of the guys too, including yourself. You know what it's like running these
Yeah.
fairs for first place. But my thing is, not trying to be an ass or anything. I love the idea, but at the same time, if it's going to be a monster truck show and you're going to only show up, say you drive 3 hours, 4 hours to a show, and you're only making $500, technically you get first place, win 500. You damn near only break even on something like that. You know what I mean? For a points race.
Yeah, I get that aspect of it, but also at the same time, it's hard for how do I want to put this? It's hard for them to pay a lot of money for the side act,
Right,
and
because the
that's
main attraction's the monster trucks. I
yeah.
get it. But
So
I'm just saying that what you know, I if I could afford to run at every local race with you guys, say on that circuit, I think it's awesome because besides that, like I said earlier, you're getting exposure just
I'll
looking
tell
on
you.
his Facebook page. There's people from California, Europe, Japan. I seen there's a followers. You're getting worldwide exposure on the social media platforms with this, and
So
then you got
another thing,
so
um,
that's what I look at it as.
right, and I'll be honest with you. Since running with full throttle, from the exposure, because 9 times out of 10, because of how my truck lands, I'm on the poster for him. Um, it just, I asked him why, and he's like, "Well, it's kind of a cool photo, you up on your front two wheels, and I can put a
Right.
truck underneath of you." But just that alone, that very small picture of me in the bottom corner of that poster, has made my sponsors um,
It's exposure.
recognize that, hey, this is bigger than the local fairs. Like, hey,
Yeah.
he's on the cover with Bigfoot. Like, our stickers right there with Bigfoot and everybody, and
Right.
it's helped the exposure side of me and my truck. You know, so like I went to Columbus, Indiana last year with full throttle. I was the only modified there, which they don't have modifieds up there. I got family up there, so we made it
Right.
work. With me and JR made it work that I could go up there. And man, you would have thought I was driving a monster truck up there way that crowd got up.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of places you guys are that he's doing shows that bring these trucks in, just the the rough trucks. A lot of people don't get to see that shit at their local fairs
No. Oh
until
no.
they experience these shows. But at the same time, like I said, I was just saying from a driver's aspect, fans aspect, yes, the exposure's there. But if you're only in it for, I get you got to make money too while you're racing. But to me, for myself, like you just said too, the exposure. I mean, hell, not only you, but there's been times where he's had you, Dale, Tyler's trucks, Brad's
Yeah,
truck,
Jason's
Ace's
trucks on
trucks
Fort
on.
Wayne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys being on these advertisements for this stuff because you guys all race for this, it's going worldwide. Yes, I get
So
the money's
Sure.
not like a Pro 4 championship, Pro 2 stuff, but you're getting to roll with the big dogs of you're sharing the same track with the legends of monster truck racing besides Gravedigger. You're with fucking
right.
Bigfoot.
Hell yeah.
Um, and another thing, a lot of these guys that been on these posters don't realize is, hey, when we go to these fair conventions, so he goes to Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Ohio, Kentucky. He's using our photos there too. So it's not just
That's what I'm saying. You're
on.
getting it.
Yeah,
And that's it. And last year, on a lot of the monster truck shows that he had on there that he did, he had everybody. He even had Karen's Jeep on there too. Like I said, everybody's been wherever he's held up with the tough trucks or the monster trucks. Everybody's been exposed to different states, different uh, era of people and everything else that are look forward to. I get some of these shows. It's hard for people to get time off to travel to and everything else. But also at the same time, they're getting the exposure even if they don't show up. Hey, they happen to say come to Knox County Fair. I seen that Jeep or I seen your truck on Full Throttle's advertisement on Facebook at
right.
at a fair here or there. So I mean that is there's a plus to this ordeal besides the money
Sure.
situation. It's a worldwide exposure.
Right. And um, you know, his pit parties are one of the best too. I mean, with us, modified trucks, stock trucks, it don't matter. He tells us let the kids. We're allowed to let the kids in the trucks. You know, I I just went and got 1,500 business cards with my picture on it and the truck name,
Nice.
hand out to the kids for Fort Wayne. because that's what it's about.
Oh
We're
yeah.
not just, for me and a lot of the other competitors I'm with. Like I know Jason Daniels does it. Dale Denal with Stonewall, he does it. Um, we're out here to get the kids involved or let them crawl around in something they're normally not allowed to crawl around in. You know,
They're our
they
future.
make us, yeah, they
Yeah.
make us feel like
For sure.
superstars, and
Yeah.
that's awesome. I never had so many people want an autograph, and that goes for all the rough truck guys. Um, we were all
Time
sharing one marker at one point because we didn't even think that we're going to get our ask for our autographs.
between you and between the full throttle monster truck show you guys racing at, the pit parties there, you have to admit Curtin's Monster Truck Show. I know it's a different competitor, but you guys were at these shows. You guys are center stage just like the fucking monster trucks, man.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Tim Howard with J and
No,
M Motorsports.
but I'm just saying it's fucking awesome to see you guys getting the same recognition and treatment at these shows as the big boys.
Oh
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
yeah,
it's just not the monster trucks. And I'll speak firsthand from seeing both Knox and the Croton show. The fucking kids, soon as they came over to all you guys in your modified trucks, everybody in and out, everybody throwing a marker across at each other because either one went dead or somebody didn't have one. But
right.
it just, and the smile on your guys' faces, it's just priceless
Oh
when
yeah.
people come up to you. The one that surprised me the most, and out of all people, and you know how he is when Dale and Jared got asked their very first time I've ever seen them get asked for their autograph. They were more happier than the kids were when they were signing shit for them. It was just,
Oh,
Oh
it's like
yeah.
holy shit.
it's crazy because when you get into this sport, you don't think that you're going to be sharing the stage with, I mean, Bigfoot.
It,
I mean, holy
Bigfoot
crap!
or the yeah
I'm
that or the van, the evolution, shit like that, Black Stallion,
yeah,
just Bigfoot, and who I forget. There's quite a bit of the other Monkey Business for Full Throttle. You know those
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
They
Oh
were
yeah,
big.
Thomas
They're big
Borders.
names. Yeah, those guys. And you're here, right there with them, sharing the exact same excitement like you were when you're a kid watching them grow up. Now you're getting to share that with your modified rough trucks with the younger
Right,
generation.
and
Hell yeah.
another thing to take in consideration is, you know, these monster truck guys are just like us. I mean, Thomas Borders, Monkey Business.
Yeah,
Okay,
good dude. I like him.
he he raced modified rough trucks. I mean, they ain't what we have, but they were four-cylinder Rangers that they took and modified to race in this. He
Yep.
he
Like
raced the same thing we did. And it just so happens that his dad had monster trucks, so he fell into the footsteps. Now his daughter's into the footsteps. Um,
It's nice to
and
see the younger generation get involved. I love it.
yeah, I would love to
hell
be
yeah.
behind the wheel of a monster truck. Unfortunately, yeah. You want to talk about some money?
Yeah, we'll leave that for another day on the money.
Yeah. But you know, I can't express how much I enjoy running with the monster trucks just for the fact that the exposure, the kids, the excitement. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's second to none to me. I mean, my boys, they love it just as much as the other kids, and that
I'm the
right
same
there
way.
makes my day.
My kids are that way, and like I said, my older two, they this year they're getting turned loose. We're gonna end up sharing what I'm doing. So I mean, it's
Oh yeah.
one of those deals. It's there, and it's great to be able to share that passion. Just not even rough truck racing, just the motorsports passion alone, uh,
And
with your kids, with your family that they enjoy it just as much as you do.
Right, and another aspect to this is like these monster truck guys are willing to help us out, and we're willing to help them out. So I mean, you're getting the wrench on these trucks with them, um, and they're going to come over on your truck if you break something and help you too. So I
Mhm.
mean, it's not just the rough truck family at these events. You're getting into the monster truck family too, and that's awesome. I mean, I've helped Bigfoot, I've helped Stomper, uh, Invader. He's a littler
Right.
team. Country Strong, he's gonna be up there. I've helped him. I mean, and these are
But it's just like we've talked about previous before. Our community for the off road, especially rough truck, let alone like you're saying the monster truck community, it's tight knit. Yeah, you have a
Oh
few
yeah.
that are, but still at the end of the day, everybody helps everybody when they can. I mean,
right.
it's just one of those deals, and you don't get
And
that in most things.
yeah, and
Really not.
I'd be lying if I say I'm not over the moon right now because I'm getting to give them my first indoor race. This is the first
Okay.
time I've ever been indoors at a
Oh yeah.
race, and
It's gonna be different because the dirt's gonna be a hell of a lot softer than what you're used
Yeah.
to outside.
right. I mean,
Hell yeah.
it's it's definitely gonna be a different experience, and I can't wait, man. Uh, and like I said, there's 5 monster trucks down there. I got Dale, Jared, and Jason Daniels going down with me.
Nice.
Um, now, kind of, I'm the only Ford down there, so I gotta hang with them Chevy guys. We'll see how that happens.
That's all
How
right.
it
Show 'em what
Yeah.
Ford
goes.
can do.
Hey, hey, the only thing I ask, don't put it on its fucking side. That's all I ask.
I won't try to, but head-to-head racing, man. You know me. I mean,
Well,
I
Mm,
get a little crazy.
mm.
not only that, you never know what happened, and plus trying to get the feel for something that's not it's a temporary surface compared to being like
Yeah.
you're used to. So it's going to be a
Right,
Yeah.
little
right.
different to get to. So
I mean, it's definitely gonna be different. I can't wait. And Jr. told me there's gonna be more indoors next year. It just
Right.
gets me excited because
well,
you
it's
know,
awesome to hear this because I've been going back since I've been talking with you on this, going back finding old vintage TNT YouTube videos of the indoor monster truck
Hell
shows
yeah.
that they had tough truck racing in. You seen the old Toyota sponsored Toyotas out trucks out there, the Broncos, doing these indoor races and shit, and now it's becoming popular again. In modern time now, and it's like, dude, this is fucking badass.
yeah,
History's
Hell yeah.
uh,
repeating.
it's it's coming full circle to me because when I first got into this sport, I thought, yeah, I'm just gonna run the local fairs around here. Now, fast forward 5 6 years, however long I've been doing it. Now I'm going out of state. I'm going to
Look what
Indiana
what's I was gonna
twice,
say. I was
three
gonna say, look
times.
what some of you guys are doing. You're literally legit. Besides the guys that's done the jamborees, but to actually go and continue to do the traveling and doing racing outside of the state of Ohio is pretty fucking amazing.
I mean, going out of the state, I'm sure some of the other guys can attest to it. You got Ohio on your back, so you can't go out there and slack off. You got even if you're the only truck out there, you got to go out there and
Hey,
rip,
I
run it
brag
like
Ohio
you.
all these years still. I still to this day, Nick Anderson being our last jamboree champion. Ohio's been the most dominant fucking racing force in modified rough truck racing for years. And you got to make that stick and prove it when you're out of state racing elsewhere. Because we've
Oh,
been known to whip ass.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Eh, and me, I'm not sure how old most of the other competitors are, but me and Logan were the two youngest at the
Hey,
time.
speaking of a good old Oklahoma rough truck racer, what's up, Pat?
Uh,
Yeah. Uh,
hell yeah.
me, me and Logan were the two young guys in the sport for a long
Yeah.
time. in the
You
modified
guys were the
world.
baby. You guys were the babies in the group.
And you know, it. I think I'm still the baby in the sport. I mean, I don't know of anybody younger than me,
Brock.
but is Brock younger?
Yep. Brock's actually the baby in the modified group.
How old's Brock?
Fuck. You're what? 20.
20. Fuck, how old am I? 26, going on 27.
Go that, man.
Hey, what's up, Belt Loop? I think he's like 23, 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Brock, if you're watching, chime in, bud, if I fucked up on your age. But yeah, I think Brock's actually the youngest modified guy right now.
Well, I mean, we're right there together.
Right.
So I mean, we're the two young guns. I'm still the young gun, even though I've been doing it 3 years in a modified truck now. I'm fine with that.
But the thing
You
is,
got
don't let Wes lie to you. He's like us third shift guys that used to work night shift and everything else. We age more than what we actually are.
Yeah.
But I mean, also knowing that it's crazy because when I first bought the modified, I never thought, like I said, never thought I'd be going out of state with a modified rough truck
For sure.
because it wasn't a thing other than the jamborees. It really wasn't a thing you heard about.
Yeah, that was the main, and that's the only other time you actually got to be in the same area as monster trucks was the fucking jamborees, unless you were out in Oklahoma, Texas, out that way where they did do in California and stuff. So it's, you know what I mean, that they had the arena truck races indoors and shit out there during the winter, and now it's coming back all across the whole country, not just out west. It's everywhere now.
And that's awesome for me to see because there last year when I had the truck up for sale, I thought the sport was dying off.
Shit, it's actually getting bigger than what it was in the past, man. It's
Well,
crazy.
now I see that,
Oh yeah.
and you know, but you gotta admit some of the fairs are trying to push us out. I've seen that firsthand, and I got worried. I'm like,
Well,
oh no, like
see,
crap.
right. We were all worried about that. I mean, like already this year, Guernsey County's already dropped their rough truck for the year.
Right.
I'll tell you
But wait,
honestly, like me and Brad were talking last week. Noble needs to drop their race. That track is, I'm sorry, is a piece of shit track.
well, I mean, yeah,
They only want carnage. That's all that track's
yeah,
built for is carnage. You
Yeah.
can't do that
we
shit.
lost one, but the race I'm putting on in Claremont County never had a rough truck before, so we gained one too.
Belt Loop, to answer your question, we are talking off-road rough truck racing.
Oh yeah.
Check it out on Peter's Outdoors, my personal channel, Pierce Motorsports and Reptiles. Actually, on here on the network, I have a live video and everything else of the races and stuff on here. You have to go through and look in the history. So,
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, um, but yeah, like I said, a fair that's never had rough truck. It's up around Cincinnati.
yeah.
Never had a rough truck before, but hey, they couldn't afford the monster trucks, but they still wanted some entertainment, so they said let's bring tough trucks in or rough trucks. Everybody calls them something different in Ohio.
It means the same thing.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
but so these fairs are starting to see. I don't know if they're seeing it from Full Throttle, if they're talking to the other fairs, seeing what kind of crowds these races bring in. But it's starting to grow to the areas of the state that's never had it before.
Pat said he's already done 3 indoor. I just seen this past weekend that one of the famous drivers, he just totaled his truck at an indoor race out in the I think it was Missouri this past weekend for an indoor race they had. The
Yeah.
Midwest Tough Truck Series started.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah,
So who was the guy commenting just there, Pat?
that's Pat Pulley. He's the gentleman from Oklahoma that's been following along here.
Nice.
He said
Okay.
he's done 3 indoor races. Speaking of that, Pat, how did they end up going for you, buddy? If you don't mind sharing with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I've tried to
I'm
get him
still
to come up on the show, and he's not comfortable with doing it. But he's going to support through the chat. And I said, that's cool. I
Oh,
understand.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm still trying to. I'm starting to see a lot from the other states in rough trucks. So I'm still learning the out of staters.
Yeah. There's the thing is, besides it being big here for us, even with the Jambos was going on, out west, out in Missouri, Oklahoma, ever since YouTube's come along and Facebook, I've been following those guys out that way. And out in Larry McCormick out in California,
You
he's
right?
their big
Yeah.
dude. He's puts on some hellacious show, monster truck
Yes,
and
he
rough
does.
truck shows out there in Cali. Um,
He does. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. Been
I was gonna
following him.
say, yeah, dude, he's a good
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I've talked to him a few times through Messenger. I'm trying to get him to come up on the show and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
he's been busy out there doing getting these shows ready. But
I mean,
no,
his shows right there on the beach are awesome
yeah,
looking. Like I wouldn't
yeah,
mind going out there racing them.
that would be
Oh,
cool as
yeah.
fuck. But yeah, they are to me. They're still carrying on what we do here and carrying on the
Right.
lifestyle, the jamboree. But out that way, they've they've got more. It's like more opportunities, more. As much as I hate to say, it, there's sponsorship out there for off-road racing. It's notorious for that out there.
Right. And around here, we're kind of yeah,
Limited to our space.
yeah,
Hey, Pat, as long as you had fun and still keep enjoying doing it and getting behind the wheel, man, that's all that matters. Once you start
Yes,
hating
sir.
getting having fun, quit having fun, it's not worth doing it anymore. And that's at anything.
Mm-mm.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, um, like with me, I got well when my truck was for sale, I got uh frustrated because I changed, and couldn't get the truck right, and finally got the truck right, and now I'm like, all right, let's go. It's time. I'm like,
Right.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
And
race.
but the thing of it is any racer in anything, it don't matter drag racing, rough truck. It's always you see. Well, I'm selling the motherfucker, and then the
Yeah.
next day, let's go racing. But there is
Yeah,
some that get out of it. There is some get out of it because it's not fun for them anymore. It gets too costly. But you always see the outside, the joke. The bitch is going for sale. It's a piece of shit. And then the next day
Right.
you're saying it's the problem's fixed and keep going. Damn,
right.
that is. Here you go, Wes. The man's almost 70 years old and still racing. Hell yeah.
Eh, Hell yeah.
You're like our buddy.
Yeah.
You're like our buddy Dwayne. That man, I think he's almost pushing there. And here in Ohio, and he still has fun doing it when he
Oh yeah. I
races.
mean, one. It's like no other racing, and you know, I've always wanted to do dirt track. Don't get me wrong. That possibility is still there.
Hell yeah.
But this style of racing, especially the head-to-head racing, it's it's the best. I mean, for me, I love the head-to-head racing over the single truck racing. I always have, always will.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and I'll vouch for you.
I can agree with that.
A lot of you guys drive and perform better when it's head to head than the timings.
Mm,
You
don't-
really
you
do.
got you
A lot of you do.
you got you got that pressure right there beside you. You hear that guy coming up on you. You see him right there when you're coming around that last corner. So it's all in
mm,
who has the
Oh yeah.
bigger
Hey,
kahunas to put that thing pedal to the floorboard and see who flies over that jump first.
Oh
as
yeah.
as somebody watching these type of races, there's always more of a thrill to actually see somebody head to head, like going down the track together. There's a lot more of a thrill to it, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, I rather see a lot more head to head, but at the fairs, I
Mm,
understand why we can't. Um,
And it
just too many
sucks.
people show up.
Yeah. Hartford Fairgrounds, for example, let's have
I agree
over
with that.
200 entries on a Friday night.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
throw 300. Let's throw 200 trucks out there. Have 100 head-to-head races, and let's drop that down to 50, then 25.
Yeah,
Then yeah, be
they'd
yeah,
that.
have to start Thursday night and end Saturday
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, would it be fun? Yeah, but we can't do that. And I understand that, but
Agreed.
Right.
also like that's the beauty of like Clermont County. If I only got 50 trucks show up, we're going head to head, boys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep. And see, with being down in Claremont too, you open the door up for the Midwest boys to come in. Kentucky, you know, the guys could travel from Missouri and shit too. You got the boys from West Virginia. It's all centralized right there in Claremont County.
And
You can
I'm
bring.
for it
Hell yeah.
That's
because
what I'm saying.
the
You
the
you
only
can bring everybody there.
the
Yeah.
only crappy part about my race is unfortunately Knox County decided they wanted monster trucks Friday night, which just happens to be the same time that Clermont Friday night rough trucks going on. So
Ouch!
Oh,
Ouch!
we're gonna see how many trucks I get up there. Um, I'm hoping for a good turnout. Not gonna lie.
hell yeah.
Find some
Um,
sponsors that for that race alone. Find some sponsors to make the purse bigger to draw them down there.
I'm
Yeah.
already. I know for a fact I'm already $500 more than what the purse is at the monster truck show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you get a little more, that'd really be the Oh, I'm sorry. Two trucks show up at the monster truck show, and everybody else is down at your show for that
But
night.
here's also the big kicker. They're both point races.
Nice.
Oh, ouch! So you got to pick your poison on point races if you're
No,
in it.
it's a drop or it's
Oh, so you can use either or.
you can go to either or. So
Hmm.
my thinking is the fast trucks are gonna go to Knox, slow trucks come up to me and try to better your points.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that or like I said, you get the hope of you get to see some modifieds and shit show up at your show that come from out of state.
Now I
Yeah.
know there's a couple Indiana trucks coming over, so I need some Ohio trucks up there.
Hell
They're gonna
yeah.
be there.
Yeah, I know. I got three stocks and one modified from Indiana coming.
Nice.
I'll put the
So
word. Give me the info. I'll get the word out. I'll hit up some of the PA boys and my
Hell
Kentucky
yeah.
boys and West Virginia boys. I'll get them to come to try to get them to that show too.
yeah, because
Hell yeah.
now I'm taking my truck up there. But here's the deal, guys. I'm only racing for the points. I'm not racing for money.
Right on.
So let's just put
But
it this way: if I take first place, second place is getting first place money. I'm strictly racing for points.
there you go.
So I don't hurt myself in the point series.
There
I
you
just
guys go.
Nice.
You heard it there first. You heard it here first. Nobody can
Hell
say you're
yeah.
nobody can say you're playing favoritism with yourself or anything else. You heard it here first. He's only
Hell
for
yeah.
points.
yeah, I'm just being honest with everybody. And me and Jr. talked about it because I wasn't gonna take the truck. I really wasn't because I didn't want any backlash. He goes, just drop the if you win first, just drop the money down or wherever you land in your payout. If you land in your payout, just drop the money down to the next guy and go from there. Like, all
Yeah,
right, we'll do that. That way, because if I didn't race both them races, that'd be both my drops.
right. So
So
my question with this points race is: it the person that enters the race, or is it the vehicle? How you guys do you know how you're going to do that yet? Is it going to be the person? Say if say if your truck broke and you are in the points race and it's a tight race at the end of the season for first, and you were able to borrow somebody else's truck, do you still get to keep your points, or does it have to be your vehicle?
To be determined. I'll put it
That's
to
what
you
I.
that way.
Okay.
The only thing that like, also if you're running two trucks at that race, which it's gonna be pretty tough to do since it's head to head, which I don't think anybody will. But the
I
only
know
thing I'm
somebody's
gonna
gonna. I
say
know
is,
somebody's gonna try to. Oh.
yeah, yeah, we all do. The only thing I'm gonna say about that is if that's the case, you need to pick the truck you want your point skill with that race.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, just to make it fair, because I mean, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be right for you to get points for both trucks when you're one person, and I'm not.
Right.
Mm,
Well,
eh,
that's
I
why I was
agree with that.
asking because I know some point series you see them where it's the driver and not the vehicle, and then you got ones that it's the vehicle, and you can have 30 different drivers as long as it's the vehicle and it builds the points for that person that owns that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? That's
like
why I was
Yeah.
like
wondering if it's going to be a driver.
I, I'm gonna try to push it for the driver
Hell yeah.
and but at the same point in time, like I said, if you bring two vehicles and you're able to race both vehicles, you're gonna pick which vehicle you want your points to be in, which I think that is
That's
probably,
fair. That's honestly
yeah.
it's fair
Yeah.
across the board because you're
Um,
technically double dipping if you're
yeah, I think that's about the best way I could do that. Which is,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't think we're going to run into that issue because I don't know
no.
how you. Because if you're head to head and you
You don't
draw
have time.
yourself,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna drop
Yeah.
your second. You're gonna split yourself in half and drive both of them at the same
yeah, yeah.
time.
So I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
foresee that being an issue, but we'll just say that for now. That's like I said, we're still hashing out the final details.
Hell yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
man.
gonna say probably. I would say give us 2 to 3 weeks. By the end of March, we'll probably have a full rule breakdown and full schedule out. Um, like I said,
I
being
know. See, I because I know Jr. wants to get this weekend over with before he makes any more announcements. I seen where on Full Throttle's page said stay tuned for after this upcoming weekend, and I'm
yeah,
hoping, like I told you, that it'd be awesome to get the opportunity if he decides to Thursday night. I'd love to have him up here before the weekend show.
Hell yeah.
Have you back up here. I'll find out tomorrow, or if he hits me up later tonight or whatever. But it'd
he,
be cool to
when
have
I
you
talk
guys both up here. So
right
Hell yeah.
when I talked to him, he said he you wanted him to come on, and he seemed interested in doing it just because most
Nice.
of our guys watch, and
yep,
Nice.
and that's
it's a
why I would
good
love to have.
platform.
That's why I would love to have him up here because I pretty much have everybody here in Ohio that I know that race. We know that races modifieds and stock guys. They're always on here. If when I have one of you guys on here,
Hell
and I
yeah.
will be able to. He will be able to explain more, and if he wants to give some details first here or whatever, it's up to him. I'm going to leave the
Right,
floor to him if he comes on the show. So
Nice.
and um, like I said, after we're done, later on tonight, I'm gonna watch his podcast, see what he's saying about Fort Wayne,
Hell
just so
yeah.
I can kind of get a little inside scoop per
I've actually
se.
that's what I've been sitting here kind of doing with it on subtitles right now.
Hell yeah.
Right, right. Uh, but no, man. I mean, it's definitely a big step for us in the rough truck community.
Oh
I
yeah.
went ahead, like I said, I went ahead and took that leap. I guess is the best way to put it, to try to give us more races that pay more. I'm gonna work on getting more spots paid, but for my first race, I just want to keep it real simple, real
Well,
easy.
well,
Hell
and the
yeah.
thing of it is, really, the thing you got to think about it. Like me and you talk behind the scenes personally between you and me. This is the first year for this, so yes, you're gonna have bumps in the road. You're gonna
Of course.
have issues, but if you got somebody to besides JR running, the monster truck show and coming up with the idea, but having somebody on the inside like you and Jason and anybody else that wants to get their hands involved in this to give him pointers. It kind of takes the load off his shoulders. He can focus on the
Oh, for
monster
sure.
truck side of it, while you got you and stuff, here on the rough truck side, but you're conjoined together. It kind of just it eases
Sure.
him, but at the same time, it's helping everybody else too because he's
Right, and
adding these
that's
shows.
kind of where I stepped up to the plate uh, to
Exactly.
do that for him, so we could get this rolling. I mean, getting
Oh yeah.
full throttle tough trucks, as you guys seen. That's what my show's gonna be ran under. Um, in any other shows, I mean, we're still booking fairs right now. I mean,
Right.
it's absolutely crazy.
Right.
If you actually look up the top monster truck promoters, JR set number 3.
Yep.
Nice.
So I
In
mean,
the
you got Monster
in
Jam as
this
number 1.
this is just not in like the state of Ohio, Indiana. This is in the country. This
Yeah.
is the country.
Yeah. So you got Monster Jam and Hot Wheels are the only two above it.
Dude, nice. I
Yeah.
grew up with Monster Jam. That's fucking awesome.
Right,
And,
and
and
it's
it's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
and I didn't quite realize he was that big till I seen that post. And actually, uh, up at the Columbus Fair convention, I got to sit down with Jr. and Roger from Bigfoot,
Nice.
and we had conversations about promotions and stuff like this. Um, and it's absolutely mind blowing the amount of knowledge JR has and what he wants to do to try to keep not only our trucks from breaking, but the monster trucks from breaking. He don't want to break trucks, and that's what keeps the show going.
Oh, and that's the thing you got to do. I mean, I get it. I mean, and that there's a lot of imitations out there. My thing is promoters
Sure.
getting into this stuff. And I've seen both sides of the ordeal. I got my first taste of helping put on one of these shows with J&M and them and Tim and that.
Hmm.
Dude, that's a fucking headache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really. People don't realize that what goes on behind the scenes before the show starts to make sure
the
everything goes like it should go.
well,
It's
even
fucking
before that
nuts.
day, even
Yeah.
before the day of the event, the amount of footwork. I mean, you got to go to these conventions, like, and talk to these fairs. You got they're gonna
the
ask
fair,
you all these random questions that
Yeah.
the
you
fair
don't know how to
conventions,
answer.
all the
Yeah,
fair conventions, your sponsors that you're trying to get to help, ease your wallet a little bit. Besides the fairs bringing you in, bring in sponsors so you can give that little extra or something, or even just giving something back, not just money.
For
Get a
sure.
sponsor, say like I'll throw it out there like Hot Shot Secrets. Hell, they may not give you money or something, but who says they don't give you a case of diesel motor oil or oil and transmission fluid and some shirts and stickers as one of the
Oh
prize
yeah.
packages. Some people like
yeah.
that, or Riley's, or anybody that
Something to keep you going a
jumps
little
on
bit.
board. Just makes
I
the perks a
mean,
little better.
Yeah.
like up there in West Virginia, they have money, they had good payout, but they also
Oh
gave
yeah,
us hats, goodie bags. I mean, all
that's what
kinds
I'm
of
saying.
scrap.
Oh
That
And
yeah.
makes it worth going to a race when besides getting the money, you're getting a little extra instead of like a thank you for showing up and supporting my
yeah,
race. And
and
here's
like
what
at
my
West,
sponsors are giving to you.
right, and like at West Virginia, everybody got something.
Yeah,
It may not have been money, but hey, here's a gift bag with coasters, pens, this, that, and the other.
yep,
Or
Right.
I seen that, dude. It was
yeah,
neat. The shit the guys
oh
were
yeah,
showing on the pictures. You wouldn't think that.
no, I mean
It,
it's just a little hole in the wall fair up
thrown it,
there, and
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
with a thrown together race, basically. That it's not really thrown together, but it was put together by a couple people and everything promoter, and it brought the Ohio guys down, and you guys put on a show for them. and that's why they
Oh,
want to
and
continue doing that shit.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. If we don't put on a show, they don't want us. So we gotta go out there and we gotta, drive these trucks like we drive them at a fair race, or drive
Hell
them.
yeah.
You gotta drive these trucks to make them want you back. You know, another
For
thing is
sure.
like if like at Knox County, prime example is the monster trucks can't really do anything out there because how muddy it is. But the rough trucks came in and we
Save the
put the
show.
show on. Yeah, save the
All
show.
be all because of track conditions. I mean, you guys in a way with that, depending on how muddy it is, you guys are capable of doing a little more than those big trucks are because fuck the weight of them and some of those tires. People don't realize too. A lot of these monster truck guys, they're hand me down shit. People don't realize that to keep their
They're
operations
just
going.
old tractor tires
Yeah, they
that they
don't.
cut down. They're not mud cleats.
No, so it's harder for them to maneuver on mud. Unlike you guys with the rough trucks has got the buckshot knobbies and shit like that and stuff
Yeah,
where it can throw mud. So
Yeah.
yeah.
yes,
I mean,
you guys were the show, like you said, at the monster truck last year at the Knox. If it wasn't for you guys, that could have been a flop.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I like to point out there is it's not always all the spotlight's not always going to be on the monster trucks. 75% of the time, that
Yes.
80, yes. But there's that 20% where, hey boys, yeah, we're the show tonight. Let's really show them what we can do.
And that's the thing is, and I've seen it in the past, even before you got with Full Throttle. I know I'm bringing it up again. Tim Howard. As much as I love the dude, you guys in the rough truck racing that he puts on out there, I've heard everybody. That was the best part of the show. Best part of the
Mm.
show. Best part of the show. Even
Oh
last
yeah,
year, you guys, your buddies put on a hell of a show. I had people coming up to me and Renee, hey, thank you guys. It's like when because they seen us with them and stuff. With Al and all those guys. Hey, tell your friends and stuff. They did awesome. We love the monster truck show, but man, the rough truck racing was awesome. That right
oh
there
yeah,
myself makes me feel good bes- because I'm associated with you guys and I've got random strangers. Hey, tell your friends they did awesome. Because they didn't catch you guys or something like that.
right.
It
And I
just
mean,
Oh
that's
yeah.
the thing of it. And yeah, I get it. We're the sideshow, and that's one of the big things here is we're not going to make what the monster trucks makes. We'll never make what the monster truck makes. Uh,
No.
much as I want to say it'll happen, it won't. Just because they got
They're a bigger
a
operation.
pet,
They're
they
just a
got a
bigger operation.
pedestal they got to live up to. Is
Yep.
how I want to put it. And
And it's the truth. It is. You're not wrong, man. There's no shame
yeah,
in the game. These guys are the main eventers.
yeah,
You guys are the co-main event. And once again, it does come back. Sometimes you guys end up actually being the main event, depending on the track, the weather condition. But most of the time, it's weather condition that plays a key factor in what happens during that time.
right,
Mm.
right. And like I said, man, it's and when we are the show, it's awesome. I love it because you can look up in the crowd and see it.
Oh yeah,
You can hear them.
Espe- it's constant, and the thing is I've got to experience it firsthand last year, being on the sidelines. The rough trucks, everybody was loud and proud the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Monster trucks come out, yeah, they were the freestyle was like the loudest the night that they were. But
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Mount Vernon last year, you guys, the crowd that stuck around because of the rain, the rough trucks were the show again, all because of the weather and plus the way the track was set up. You guys
Right.
handled it. Yes, it sucks you're not that like you said that pedestal of being a main eventer like a lot of the guys are used to when the jamborees were on because
Yeah.
technically the rough truck was the bread and butter of the jamborees, as much people won't admit it. The fair now, bread and butter is the main event, but now you're throwing in the rough trucks with the monster truck shows. Fuck, people are getting double the dose of these modifieds and stock guys, even if they show up, getting a double dose of their thrill of fast pace, high flying, great time, and seeing the camaraderie out there with everybody.
Now, one thing that JR does, and I really enjoy, is he brings us out for introduction. So we kind of get to be on the same level as the monster truck guys.
Oh yeah.
We get introduced, our trucks get introduced right beside the monster trucks.
Yeah,
So it's so with JR, I'm not saying bad about any other
no,
promotion
it's
out
just
there.
every promotion does their thing different, but it's nice. You guys are like you're saying, and I get what you're saying. And if people take this
Yeah,
the
man.
wrong way, you guys are getting the same treatment as an introduction as the monster truck guys. They don't treat you no different. You're the baby version of those monster trucks. That's all you
Oh,
are.
there's a video out from my Holmes County
Yeah, I've
race.
seen that.
They call me the
the,
mini monster or little monster. I can't
the
remember,
little
but
the little monster that could is one of the titles that was on one of the videos that we
yeah,
posted.
yeah,
Hell
little
yeah.
monster I could, and
Oh yeah.
it, that right there. I mean, you watch that video and you hear
Yeah,
the crowd. I heard the crowd through my truck, and you've been beside my truck. It's a loud truck.
especially wide open.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that is a awesome sound to hear.
For
They
sure.
can, you can hear all them people screaming over the roar of your engine while you're racing.
Yeah,
It's
Mm.
second to none. And then, like, we get interviews too, just like
sure.
the monster trucks do. Like, if you're the
You
fastest
get
qualifier, if you win, if you're second, you get, um, you know, you get
You
an
get the
interview.
treatment. You get the treatment like you're a
Mm.
superstar, man. But the best part of these monster truck shows that include the rough trucks, especially when it's a pit party included with everybody. JR does it. J&M does it. I think those are the two best things for you modified guys.
Oh yeah.
Any rough truck racer is because you're included with the monster truck guys. You're not pushed clear
Yeah.
over into the back 40. Oh, yeah, those are our rough truck racers. No, you're sitting right there, lined up, right there next to them or right straight across from them, and everybody gets to be in your truck, gets to get an autograph from you guys, get their pictures taken with your truck,
Oh yeah.
just like the monster truck. They're the only two promoters that I've ever been to a monster truck show that does this shit. The
Yeah,
only
and
two.
it's awesome.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I would still be running with monster trucks if it wasn't for that aspect of it.
You're feeding, like you said earlier, and we've
Mm.
all agreed. You're doing this. You're feeding the younger generation to
Yes.
keep our sport fucking going.
Yeah.
And that's what
Give
we
them
have
something to
to
strive
do.
for.
We have to do this or it's not going to be here. I don't know who started it when this sport started, but I remember when I was a kid going to Hartford Fair and watching this sport. And that's what made me get into it.
Mm.
Toot my own horn. Knox County Fair Board, Johnny Curtis and Johnny Curtis Jr. and Ray Scholes and Adam Blankenhorn put this idea to fruition, and look what it's blown up to. It's gone statewide.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
now, but the tough truck scene has been out west, out in the Midwest and everything out that way, California and stuff, for a long time. The Jamborees was
Right.
there, but fair wise, like I said, not to toot the horn, but Knox County made it to where the state of Ohio exploded at local fairs for the rough
Yeah.
trucks here in the state.
And it's still growing. Like I said, we got
Oh
a
Good.
yeah.
new fair this year that has never ran a rough truck. That right there
Yeah.
tells me this sport is still going strong and
Look at all
growing
the
in the
new
state of
drivers
Ohio.
come. Look at what's coming out this year. These other mods that everybody thought that was gone are getting new drivers, younger generations getting in, even the stock classes and the cheater stock are getting
What
into
what
this sport that we didn't think of.
what mods are coming that I
Well,
haven't heard any of
there was well, two last year was at Mount Gilead. The old Joker truck, the Explorer.
them.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, one of Cecil's, it was Cecil's buddy ended up buying it. And then there's two more that are in the works right now getting restored to come back out. One of them's a buddy of mine that's putting one back together that's going to come out hopefully this summer. I've been helping him turn wrenches on it. And
Gotcha.
so,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, this it's crazy, dude. I mean,
Hell yeah.
and what fans don't see is behind the scenes of these trucks. Like I've been like me and my dad, we've been in the shop. We were in the shop all weekend, uh, getting this
Yeah,
truck ready for
by the
when.
way, truck sounds good for the first official video on your actual Facebook page, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate it. So yeah, we got her going. She's ready. Just needs a bath. Weather didn't quite
And
cooperate today
and
with us.
that's and the thing of it is, yeah, we may not be. I may not be at your guys' shop to show the trucks or anything, but I get to share. I'm sharing my videos, my view of your guys' stuff at the fairs that I do on my personal YouTube and on my Facebook. Plus, I'm giving you guys the platform. Look what you're doing. I'm giving you guys, besides my sharing my love for motorsports, I get to share my friends' passion for this shit. You guys are
Hell
getting exposure up here too, and we're enjoying talking about it. What you guys has done different to your truck, or added something, or you picked up some new sponsors, or your goals for the new year of racing, and it's blowing up, and I'm loving it.
Oh, so
I was excited for this season to see what everybody's doing. I mean, I've
right,
got a
man,
bunch of
and
guys.
I mean another. I guess we should get back to my goals. I never told you my goals this year, but
Uh
I
oh.
want one first place finish at a fair. That's my
cool.
goal. We're gonna say it's not small, but we're not gonna go huge here. I want one first place finish at a fair race.
Hey,
That's what I'm
stay
going
up.
for this year.
Key goal: stay off your side.
Well,
I'm just
Hell
throwing it
yeah.
out there. Just stay off your damn side.
Hell yeah.
well, man, I'll tell you, we'll try, but
No promises.
it's
We'll leave
rough
it at
truck.
that.
It's rough
Exactly.
Things
truck,
happen.
and that's my goal this year. In all reality, I just want one first place. You
I'll tell
know,
you
Nice.
what would be sweet. Your first place would be your hometown track.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
I would take Croton or Knox County, but
I mean, I get it.
anywhere.
First place, anywhere first place would be awesome, but it'd be just like the cherry on the pie if you could get either one of those. I mean, that would
Oh
just
yeah,
be right there for you, dude.
Oh, it has some
So,
oh,
sentiment to it for sure.
and you know, we we did I did some upgrades to the truck. We got some big plug wires. Went to newer box style coil. Um,
so you
did a
did some
couple other
upgrades.
things.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, a little
Awesome.
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Like, and there could be more coming later on. Uh, I guess this is about good time as any. I need to shout out my sponsors.
Go right ahead,
We
brother.
got
You know that.
Shackleford's Disposal, Ohio Tire Sales, Complete Towing. Let me see here.
High class
Uh,
grass.
yeah, High Class Grass and Lawn Care. Um,
Hell
and
yeah.
we got there could be some new ones coming. They haven't for sure gave me the word yet. Got to thank my family for putting up with it. My dad for being the brains behind the truck. Uh, without him and stuff, it wouldn't be where it is today. And of course, everybody that roots for me, and the truck's got a name on it called Grandpa's Wings, and that's for anybody that's ever lost a grandfather out there. I mean, truck name came to me when I bought the Jeep, and I lost both my grandfathers in a 5 month span. I lost one previous to that, but lost two of them in a 5 month span. And my
Relate a little bit to that.
mom's dad, he was a dirt tracker. He actually helped ran Coshocton Speedway.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's some meaning behind that name, and like I said, that's for anybody that ever lost, grandparent. I'll even go as far as grandparent or a loved one. There's a reason that truck's named that, and why it's got wings on it. And I try to make them proud every time that truck leaves the trailer.
That's like I
Yeah.
did with my when I was derbying. Everybody made fun of because I had the initials of BRB. It was for my grandfather and my two uncles, their names, and it just happened to work out their first letters of their names is the Be Right
Like
Back
that.
ordeal. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
why that's that. But that's what that was for when I derbied and shit. That's I never ran a number. I always ran that because I was so close to those three, and it was my mom's dad and her two older brothers. The shitty part is my grandfather never got to see me do any motorsport stuff because he passed away right before I turned 10 years old. So I mean, but my other two
So
uncles got to see me do shit
See,
before they
My,
died.
my I actually grew up watching my grandfather be a mechanic on trucks like this, man. Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's passed now for a couple of years.
so I don't know if you ever really paid attention to my truck, Chris, but uh, if you look on the passenger side, there's a white 33W sitting right there beside me.
Yep. Yep.
That was my granddad's number on his dirt car.
Nice.
And
I was always wondering.
actually,
I never asked. I've always wondered what that was for. But now that I know, I understand now. Now I understand why you pat it before you get into the truck too.
yeah. So
That explains why you
no,
touch that side now.
another reason is a couple weeks before he died, he actually laid that number on that panel.
Really?
So I got the sticker made and I took the panel off the truck. And I took it to him and I told him, sorry, tear jerks me a little bit, but
You're good, buddy.
Man,
It's all good, man. I
understandable.
understand.
Yeah.
uh, I told him he always be riding shotgun. He's got the best seat in the house. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You guys has been.
that
I'll be honest with you. He's been your guardian angel, man, in your rollovers. I'll be honest with
oh
you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Mm.
he's definitely watching over me. And you didn't really, you probably seen me, but you didn't really know me when he was still able to come to races. It
Mm-mm.
was when I ran that red Jeep, and then Spencer's modified, and then the Tyler Peters old Jeep. He was with
Yep. I
me.
remember Tyler's old Jeep. That's actually when I first met you. It was Tyler's old Jeep.
Yeah, so you probably seen him once or twice out there. Uh, he was the one normally holding my truck there for me. He always jump up, give me advice there on the trailer before I pulled down or right there in the staging lanes.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it there's like I said that panel. If that truck anything ever happens to that truck, that panel stays with me no matter what. It'll go on whatever the hell I decide to do next. Um, but yeah, that that truck right there, I actually bought when he was getting to the final months of his life. Um, he never got to see it race. He in person. So the first time I raced that truck, which you remember, up in Morrow County,
Yep.
I should have never been racing that night. Uh, that's when we really found out that Grandpa was bad, and he looked at me and my mom and said, you're racing tonight. He said, I don't care. You're not stopping because of me. Take that truck up there and go race. And mom's like, all right, he'll go, but I'm staying. Uh, he's like, no, I need to be able to see it, so you're gonna go videotape. Okay. So off we went. So I was in the right state of mind, but I went out there and did that, and then he kind of told me what I did wrong. He's good at that. He's good at that. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, there's definitely a reason the truck's named what it's named, and
That's
like you said, it's been good to me, and I think there's a lot of reason behind that. Just so
yeah.
happens his number and the
I'm a,
name of the truck.
not only that, I'm gonna tell you right here now. You may not believe it or not. Guarantee you, he's the reason you pulled that bitch down for sale from being for sale last year and continued racing. You can
Yeah.
either admit it or not. You know damn well he had a part in it playing in your head. Would Grandpa want me to do this?
Well,
Oh yeah.
I get you were gonna
so
go. I get you were gonna go.
it, so let's talk about that for a minute. It's funny you say that because one of the last things he said to me, he goes, "I want to see what you can do on the dirt." So the plan was to sell that truck and get a dirt car.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice.
So I was in the process, and then I was like, then I talked to Jr. and it's like, man, I really don't want to see you go anywhere. You do too good for me and this and that. And I said, well, man, we started talking, and this is how the whole promotion deal came up. So
And the
after
rest is
final,
history.
yeah, that's after I finalized the promotion deal, I said, all right, I want to keep this truck. Not saying that there ain't something in the works for the Crown Vic class coming up.
Yeah, at the hilltop.
Yeah, they're not saying there ain't something in the works there, but we're not gonna get too far into that right now. But let's just say I got some good buddies that might make that happen.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, man, so that's one thing I really like to point out. People ask me about the name all the time. I know you haven't yet, but yeah, in the pit parties, that's one of the most frequently asked questions to me is why is
Well,
it
you
called
came up to
Grandpa's Wings? And the funny thing is,
Behind it.
I gotta give props to one of my grandmother's friends, one of my grandpa's friends. It was one of their friends actually came up with the name because we posted it up to Facebook because we were struggling on the name. Nothing sounded right to us, and she posted that name, and yeah, we're like, that's it.
Yeah.
Just needed a little help on it, and we got it. It was the first comment too, so I was actually gonna go with what my grandpa originally said. Oh crap, can't think of it. Hillbilly Deluxe or yeah, Hillbilly Deluxe. I
Nice.
think is what it was.
Hell yeah.
But she said that name. A good friend of mine, Mary Waggle, and uh, the rest is history on the name. And my grandpa rode bikes, so that's why it's got the Harley wings on it.
Nice.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
If you look in the picture on the for the thing, you'll see the Harley wings.
yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he had a big part to do with racing. I actually started motor. Well, I didn't really start racing motorsports, but a uh, a go kart track, one of them little go kart tracks where you pay
Oh
to
yeah.
race. Uh, he see me on that and he goes, "You need to get on the dirt." So from that day on, I knew I was going to be racing something, just didn't know what.
Oh look,
Hell yeah.
got somebody from Missouri. Man, that sucks. Kato, that they're closing down a lot of your guys' dirt tracks out there in Missouri. Man, that sucks.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
Here in Ohio, the only track I know of is Portsmouth Raceway down there in Portsmouth, Ohio. It's up for sale, but a lot of the big other tracks around here, man, they're got new owners or they're sinking money into them, and it's going strong. So
That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hell, Hilltop, they just dumped a bunch of money just within a year of
Oh
redoing the
yeah, they
whole
did.
track. I can't wait to go this year and check out a Friday night race to
Oh right,
see in
right.
person what they've done.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. My buddy Robin Dustin raced Open Wheel Modified up there.
Okay, I've heard the name.
So he raced with Grandpa back in the day. So I still get around to dirt tracks. Hopefully, like I said, this year
I
I get the race.
I freaking I, I'll show my age here right now. I remember when Lakeville used to be a popular Friday night adventure. If you weren't racing Hilltop or you were racing Lakeville, depending on what points races was going on or races at those tracks. And then Saturday night you went to Wayne County and Muskingum County for for certain races. I mean, it was
Yeah.
back in the day. It was huge around here. You had your choices. You still do, but it just depends on the points and everything else. So.
Oh yeah, that's well, especially with this Crown Vic class. I think Midway's even talking about bringing them on.
Mansfield's actually got strictly a points, a big money race for it this year. I seen on the
Yeah,
schedule.
I seen
Hmm.
that, and they're bringing Lucas Oil in there too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Matt's pulling his strings for. I can't. That big first invite race is going to have some heavy hitters for the late models in there. I
Oh
used to
yeah,
pick dirt out of my ears for days. Now I repo cars from the houses they built on top of the raceway. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
that's like Coshocton. I mean, they got closed down whenever, and I don't know if
What?
it's still if they build
Farmland.
over it now or not.
It's all farmland. Amish
Farmland.
has got
Ooh.
it, just like they did with Lakeville. The Amish has got Lakeville, and here actually in Mount
Hmm.
Vernon, we still got remnants of the Mount Vernon dirt track up by our old radio station. That's still you
Mm,
can walk right down in the bowl of it still and everything. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of history that people don't realize that for dirt tracks that was here in Ohio back in the day that I've looked up and I'm like, there's no way these certain towns had this shit, and sure enough, they did.
Hell
oh
yeah.
yeah, I mean, Ohio got big into it, and then it kind of when stuff began to get stupid is when the smaller tracks died off. I
Yeah.
mean, now they're bringing the
Really?
Crown Vic class back in, which is supposed to be like a budget class.
Yep.
But yeah, like when street stocks were actually street stocks and we ran them around here,
Kato,
that was
I do a show every Monday night where we talk anything racing, buddy. This show
Hell
is
yeah.
strictly all motorsport stuff. It's every Monday night at 8 o'clock. So
Hell yeah.
but yeah, like when street stocks were actually street stocks, it seemed like that's when all the tracks were big around here from what I know old racers telling me. And then when that began to become the street stocks we know today and everything got to be, stupid costly is when the smaller tracks started dying down from like I said, racers passing the information down to me.
Nice. Nice.
I don't know if you heard anything else about when these smaller tracks are dying or not, Chris, but that's kind of the information I got from older racers.
oh yeah, there's some of them. I mean, I didn't know. But yeah, there's a few that are still kind of doing and everything.
I mean, Hilltop's probably one of the smaller ones. Milltop and Midway, probably the two
Hilltop's
smaller ones.
Hell yeah.
Hilltop's actually the smallest track in Ohio.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's one of it's fast though. I'll say that. Especially when they had the micros down there last year, the micro
Oh yeah.
sprints. That was interesting. And then They always got a good mix in there. They had a couple heavy hitters down there for one of the late model races, and it kind of got a little hairy there at the end of it. It's pretty funny.
Just ignore the ones in the comments and everything else, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it and everything else. So see what Wes just dropped down.
I'm sorry about that, Wally.
What?
Mm.
I'm not ignoring anybody. Dude, end your stream on your end for the extension.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sorry about that, Wes. That was a mistake.
That happened on my end. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens.
Doing it on your phone is kind of interesting.
Yeah. One of Johnny's friends actually honestly had a good question for you. Said, so Lester Bucks, did you shoot those?
Oh,
Kim asked him. Yeah, sees your bucks in the background.
yeah, I shot the ones you can see. There's one on the far side of me. You can kind of just see his back there that my dad shot, but the the three right behind me is all mine.
Yeah, so. Alrighty, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. You got anything else you want to share with anybody? And shout out your sponsors again and everything else.
Yeah, I'll shout out the sponsors again. Shackle First Disposal, Ohio Tire, Complete Towing, High Class Grass and Lawn Care. And also my dad and my family for, you know, helping me out and putting up with this. I mean, without them, without the sponsors, without my family, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be as big as we are and going out there putting on a show for these kids to see and enjoy just as much as some of the bigger kids, as I like to call it.
Right.
As guys, they always tell us we're all boys. Our toys just get bigger.
Yeah, ain't that the
Back in
truth?
the day, like they said too, the hobby starts with a 99-cent toy from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All starts with that first Hot Wheel, and then
Look out.
yeah, that's for sure. I got two boys of my own. Let me tell you, they're all about the Hot Wheels and monster trucks, and
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's not
definitely.
gonna be long. But yeah, and then like I said, you know, I took what everybody wanted. That I've been hearing in the pits for the last 5 years, and I tried to put something together to make everybody happy, which it's hard to do. But
You can't please everybody, man. That's
no,
the thing.
and I'm hoping they show up and this grows because I can tell you right now, if we got a good turnout this year, next year's going to be bigger and better. More races, more indoor races.
Oh yeah,
Maybe their own events indoors.
the thing of it
Yeah,
is, it's
sky's the
endless.
limit.
Yeah, it's endless possibilities, man. Get through the first year. Like I said, you're gonna have hiccups with what's going on and stuff. Hopefully, Jr. answers me back or gets a hold of you to get a hold of me. Hit me up later or tomorrow. We'll talk some more in private on
Yep.
certain things. But I'm hoping Jr. is willing to come on the show Thursday, and I'll have you back up. I'll let everybody know by tomorrow night what's going on. We may have another Speedway Stories Thursday night. So,
Right on. Yeah, he sounded like he was interested.
oh,
I'll say
it,
that.
it it definitely did in the messages when he messaged me back. He really sounded interested. So,
So I would for sure probably say it's a go. But of course, I can't speak for him. Just
Exactly,
from
because you never know if something comes up where he isn't able to do
yeah,
it. And you don't want to commit to something. I get it,
cause,
but
'cause I know he had to go up to the Coliseum tonight to start setting up. So
actually, he said he's leaving tomorrow morning because he said he would have
I
done. He messaged me and said it was going to be tomorrow morning, but he may have left already. So
when I was on the phone with him, he's in the
he's on
truck.
the road.
So
He decided to go earlier than what he wanted.
yeah, yeah. Well, when he got all this stuff set up, he's got merchandise and everything else. Yeah, he
Yep.
kind of got to. I
Oh
get
yeah.
it.
I
But
appreciate you
yeah,
coming up on Wes. I mean, worst case scenario, I can have you back Thursday night if you got any more new information you want to share Thursday night. But I'm
yeah,
keeping my fingers crossed. It'd be awesome to have JR and both of you guys up here on the show, especially if he's going to be able to do it live from the arena and kind of give maybe a walk around of what the layout's going to be. We'll see.
yeah, yeah.
So, but
I mean, uh, you might be able to do something. I know you got limited time on here, but
yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, if you wanted me to go live from the venue, I'd probably make that happen.
Let me know. I may end up depending on because what time do you guys use the show's for 1 o'clock, isn't it on Saturday?
Yeah, 1 o'clock on Saturday, 2 o'clock on Sunday. Pit party starts at uh, 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay. So thank you, Kato, for checking in. Yeah, definitely smash the
Yeah.
like, share, and subscribe button, guys. I appreciate everybody
Good
in
to see
here.
you, Kato.
Most of the people in the thing, I wasn't trying to ignore your comments. They were coming in so fast. That was on Johnny's page.
Uh,
Wes, once again, thank you for coming on the show and everything else tonight.
Yep.
I
No
appreciate it.
problem, buddy.
I'll go ahead and drop you down, and we're gonna close this out. If I don't get a chance to talk to you the rest of this week, which I'm sure I will, good luck. Good luck this weekend and everything else.
Indeed,
Make
man.
you guys, you, Dale, Jared, and Jason, go make Ohio proud.
Yes, sir.
Show them why modified rough trucks are the best in the country. We'll catch you
Yes,
later
sir.
on, buddy.
All
Yes,
right,
good to
thank you
see you.
guys.
Hey, thank you, man. We'll take it easy.
You too.
Thank you all again for tuning in tonight. I appreciate everybody in the box. Like I said, I apologize on most of the comments. I didn't get a chance to catch them because they come in so fast and everything. Kim, I hope we answered your question about the deers and everything. I apologize. But other than that, you guys, like I said, smash that share, like, and subscribe. We're here
Indeed.
every Monday night with Speedway Stories. I try to have me and Johnny have guests on here. And thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow night, Glick's House of Music. Glick's got a guest on there. I can't remember the guy's name right off the top of my head because I'm a dummy. Wednesday night is a new show coming to the network. It's Glick's Comedy Night. He's gonna have a guest on there for the new show to start out. It's Wednesday night. Thursday night, me and Johnny are back here.
Yes, sir.
If things goes as planned, which I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed, there will be another Speedway Stories. But if not, be here for Cold Blooded Conversations. We talk pretty much everything in the animal kingdom, from reptiles to mammals and stuff, and like that. But right now, it's kind of up in the air. I will let everybody know. Follow our social medias, and you will see what's going to happen. Um, Fridays, it's up in the air right now. What's going on? We got some ideas coming for Friday and stuff. This Saturday, if you're into wrestling, tune in about 1 o'clock. We have Cash's Corner, Glick and his son Cash, talk things wrestling. And then Saturday night, the main stable of this network, Nonsensical Nonsense, we have the Open Door Challenge. We dropped the link in the comments. Come up, hang out with us, have a good time on Saturday night for 6 hours. We let it all hang
Yeah.
out. Sunday, we have Unnecessary Roughness with Glick and Rick. They talk all things sports. And this past Sunday, we just debuted a new show called Behind the Veil, which talks paranormal and everything else. Glick
Ooh.
and his old lady Kayla are doing a new show where they're talking the paranormal and stuff. Tune into that on Sunday nights. And then we're back here again, like I said, Monday night for Speedway Stories. Um, Next week, I got a returning guest again. Brock Talbert will be on the show talking about the upcoming season and his new stuff that he's done to his race truck, and what his goals are for 2026 season. And that's it. I appreciate, like I said, everybody for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your week.
Cheers,
Stay
buddy.
warm, stay cool, enjoy your family, hug your loved ones. You guys all have a great evening. Johnny, don't disappear yet.
Sure.
You guys have a great night. And like I said, thanks again. Smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Stay tuned. There's a show for everybody on this network. Catch you guys all later. Bye.